Tom Bower, the legendary royal biographer, appears to be sharpening his quill once again, and this time, the target is one of the most controversial royal stories of the modern era, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's marriage. According to renewed online discussion around Bower's past claims and research, questions are once again being raised about Meghan Markle's public biography, her timeline, and the version of her life story that has been presented to the world for years. Now, before going further, it is important to be clear, many of these claims remain disputed, and Meghan Markle has not publicly confirmed the allegations being circulated by critics. But the reason this story keeps coming back is because critics believe there are inconsistencies that have never been fully explained. And that is exactly why this controversy has become so explosive. For years, Meghan Markle has built an image of herself as a self-made actress, humanitarian, royal wife, and global media figure. But critics argue that behind that carefully polished image, there are still unanswered questions about her past, questions involving old magazine records, Hollywood listings, university timelines, family accounts, and public documents. At the center of this storm is Tom Bower, the British investigative author known for writing hard-hitting biographies on powerful figures such as Robert Maxwell, Mohammed Al-Fayed, Simon Cowell, and King Charles III. Bower is not usually seen as a casual gossip writer. His reputation has been built on deep research, tough interviews, and controversial claims that often make his subjects uncomfortable. In 2022, he published Revenge: Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors, a book that painted Meghan Markle as ambitious, calculated, and deeply strategic in the way she managed her public life. But one part of the conversation around Meghan has continued to attract attention: the timeline of her early life and career. Public records widely state that Meghan Markle was born on August 4, 1981. That is the date most media outlets, biographies, and public profiles list. However, critics connected to this controversy claim that older references and archived material have raised questions about whether her age was always presented consistently. One of the most discussed claims involves an old magazine reference from the 1990s, where a person identified as Meghan Markle was reportedly listed with an age that does not match the 1981 birth year timeline. Critics argue that if the listing was accurate, it would create a gap that is hard to explain. But supporters of Meghan would say this could easily have been a mistake, a misprint, or a record-keeping error. Magazine profiles, entertainment listings, and early career databases have made mistakes before. That is why the issue remains controversial rather than proven. Still, critics say this is not about one document. They argue it is about a pattern. They point to older entertainment listings, early Hollywood profiles, and claims that Meghan's age may once have appeared differently in professional databases. In Hollywood, age can directly affect casting opportunities. A few years can change the kinds of roles an actress is considered for, especially in an industry that has long been criticized for treating women differently as they get older. That is where the story becomes more serious. Meghan Markle did not become internationally famous overnight. Before Suits, before the royal wedding, and before the global media deals, she was a struggling actress trying to break into the industry. She appeared in small roles, commercials, and game show work before landing her major role as Rachel Zane in Suits in 2011. To her supporters, that is a normal Hollywood journey. To her critics, it raises questions about whether the public timeline has always been as clean and straightforward as it appears. Then comes the university angle. Meghan Markle attended Northwestern University, where she studied theater and international studies. Her official public biography says she graduated in 2003, which fits the commonly accepted 1981 birth year. But critics have questioned whether the age and peer group timeline around her university years fully lines up. Again, nothing here has been legally proven as fraud. But the reason this story keeps gaining attention is because royal watchers are not only looking at one detail, they are looking at the entire public image. And that is where Thomas Markle, Meghan's father, enters the story. Thomas Markle has given many interviews over the years, often speaking about Meghan's childhood, her personality, and their broken relationship. Critics claim that some of his comments have only added more mystery to the timeline rather than clearing it up. Samantha Markle, Meghan's half-sister, has also made public claims about the family history, which critics continue to use as fuel for speculation. But this family element is complicated. The Markle family feud has been public, bitter, and emotionally charged for years. Because of that, any claim from a family member has to be treated carefully. Family disputes do not automatically equal proof. Still, the controversy continues because the silence around certain questions has allowed speculation to grow. Another part of the story involves Prince Archie's birth certificate. After Archie was born in 2019, reports noted that Meghan's name on the birth certificate was later changed from Rachel Meghan Markle to her royal title, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. Supporters argued this was simply a royal protocol matter or an administrative change. Critics, however, saw it differently. They claimed it showed a desire to control paper trails and public records. That is where the story shifts from gossip into something much bigger, narrative control. Because with Meghan Markle, the public debate has never been only about one document, one interview, or one claim. It has always been about trust. Her supporters see her as a woman who survived royal pressure, racism, media attacks, and family betrayal. Her critics see her as someone who carefully edits her life story depending on the audience. And Prince Harry is caught in the middle of that debate. For Harry, the stakes are not just personal. His marriage to Meghan changed the direction of his entire life. He left royal duties, moved to California, signed major media deals, and publicly attacked the institution he was born into. So when critics raise questions about Meghan's past, they are also questioning whether Harry fully understood the life story he married into. That is why this controversy has such strong emotional power. It is not simply about age. It is about identity, trust, image, and the foundation of the Sussex brand. The most dangerous part for Meghan Markle is not necessarily the claim itself. It is the fact that the questions keep returning. In celebrity culture, silence can sometimes calm a scandal. But in royal culture, silence often creates more suspicion. And that is what critics are now saying. If everything is simple, why not end the speculation completely? Of course, Meghan Markle is not legally required to respond to every rumor. Public figures face false claims all the time. But when a person's brand is built around authenticity, truth, and personal struggle, even unanswered questions can become damaging. That is why Tom Bower's name keeps being brought back into the conversation. Whether people agree with him or not, his work gives critics a framework. It gives them dates, documents, interviews, and a storyline to follow. And in the world of royal drama, a storyline can be just as powerful as a headline. The bigger picture is this: Meghan Markle's critics believe her public image is starting to crack. They argue that the polished version of Meghan, the humanitarian, the actress, the royal reformer, the victim of the palace, is being challenged by old records, old interviews, and old family claims. Her supporters, however, argue that this is just another smear campaign. They believe critics are recycling old rumors because Meghan remains one of the most targeted women in the world. And that is why the debate refuses to die. Because this story has everything royal audiences respond to: mystery, paperwork, family betrayal, Hollywood ambition, royal titles, and the possibility that the truth may be more complicated than the public was told. So the real question is not just whether Meghan Markle's timeline is being questioned. The real question is why this story keeps coming back, and why, after all these years, the public still feels there are parts of the Meghan Markle story that remain hidden. Until those questions are fully answered, critics like Tom Bower will continue digging, royal watchers will continue speculating, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will continue facing the one thing they have never been able to fully escape: the past. And in the royal world, the past never stays buried forever.